fellow writers. So as mentioned in a previous video where I wrote about characters, I'll put a link to that in the description. I said one way you can make your characters more believable is by writing convincing emotions. Here are my 5 tips on how to write effective emotions in your story. 1. Know yourself. You're probably thinking, yeah, I do know myself. The idea is to write emotions effectively, you need to know how to express them. And the key to that is, how do you express emotion? How do you feel when you feel a certain way? This is, of course, very easy to do. Just the key is to get inside your own body and say, when you feel a certain emotion, how would you react? Look at how you express emotions for yourself. What expressions on your face do you make? What's your body language like? How do you feel? Does your heart race? Do you get a chill down your spine? Do you feel hot? Do you feel maybe light and airy? I don't know. Of course, those are just examples. And I'm now for the next couple of tips, I'm going to go a bit deeper into this and show you how you can manage this effectively. 2. Make a playlist. This is a tried and tested method. You may listen to a song, for example, you may listen to a song that makes you feel scared or angry, or may put you in a really good mood. Use these songs, they are brilliant, because then the emotions you feel when you listen to this song, you can now convey into your writing and make it sound much more believable and more realistic. I will show you my playlist now if I can. Okay, so this is my playlist. You can see, you may not be able to see it, but you can see the images. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot of songs. Some of them are pretty much exactly the same. Like I've got like 2 or 3 for angry. I think I've got 1 for afraid. Oh, flip, I've got loads for angry. And there's 1 song that's in twice. So what I'm going to do now is just to show you a few examples. I'm going to play a couple of these songs. I think according to the script, I've wrote down 3.
They all deserve to die. Tell you why, Mrs. Love, let's tell you why. You look so perfect standing there in my American
The idea is this helps you get inside yourself better. So when you listen to these songs, say you listen to one that makes you feel scared, write down what you're feeling, what's happening in your body. And it can be quite nice, I think, to write while there's music playing in the background. 3. Show, don't tell. I really think, guys, by the end of the series you're going to get sick of me saying this, because this method is going to come up over and over. It's okay to tell sometimes, but showing is much more effective. For example, don't just say, he walked away angrily. Alright, where's the emotion in that? If I was reading that, I'd just think, right. The one case I'd say, if you're going to do it for someone else, is if you're writing in first person, maybe it's another character who walked away angrily, I would say in that case you don't have to go into them, but you need to still mention their body language. So instead of saying he walked away angry, you might want to say, clenching his fists with a deep glare, he whipped around and stormed off. You can tell which is more effective. I'll admit that second one was not great, it was literally off the top of my head, but you get the idea. Instead of just saying he was angry, say, you know, he was burning inside, he glared at the person in front of him with deep heaving breaths. That was maybe a bit better, something like that. This will also add to your word counts, because you should look up how much, depends how, you may want to write a short story, a novella or an actual novel. Each one is different, has a different word count. I think overall a novel is about 50 to 100,000 words. 4. Practice in front of a mirror. I started doing drama when I was 7, I did it right up till I was about 16 or 17. I still do it sometimes, of course you've seen it in my videos. I used to do this method a lot, it was actually highly recommended to me. So the idea is, what I would do is I would sit in front of a mirror, I'd have the script in front of me, say it was Blood Brothers, I did Blood Brothers at one point. What I would do is, say I was reading a part where I was very angry, I sat in front of the mirror, I obviously tried not to look at the script where possible, I would try and remember my lines, and I just pretended I was angry. If there was enough space I'd move around, and I would look at my body language, I would look at what facial expressions I was making, and this would help me convey the emotion more effectively, both to an audience and to myself. And this can be very effective when you're writing as well. Because if you look at yourself in a mirror, say, because I must admit, while I'm filming, there's a mirror right in front of me here, so I can see exactly what my facial expressions look like and what my body language is like, so I can tell right now I'm maybe leaning a bit too far forward, I look timid, I should sit back a bit. But the idea is, if you say you're writing something, and again, it's good to have your playlist in the background, so say you're listening to a song where someone's upset, you're listening to that and you're maybe thinking, okay, so you've got your body language sorted, what's your face like? Look in the mirror, see what facial expression you're making, and then just write. You don't even have to write this in your story at this point, just write down what you're feeling. Or if you're actually doing it in your story, again, write it down. This will really help you, because it's almost like, especially if your character's based on yourself, as obviously Maria's based on me, I look in the mirror and I can almost see, it's almost like you're looking at a different person if you get into the right mindset, and you can see their pain, their joy, their terror, their whatever, and it really, trust me guys, it really does work. And I have to admit, there was one where I did it was a couple of years ago, where I had to pretend to be upset and I actually started crying in front of the mirror. But I will admit, guys, if you're writing down your emotions over and over, this is tedious. Writing is tedious, but your readers will thank you for it, so trust me, it's worth every minute. 5. Read. Now, I know I've already said this is how you know you're a writer, but what I find is very good is you could use this if the other 4 tips fail. If you're really, really struggling to get that emotion across, read some other books and look for a passage where maybe, say, a character is very conflicted. Say you're writing where a character is very conflicted and you don't know how to portray that. Read another book where someone else has mentioned it. This will help. Now, on no circumstances am I saying just copy them. I'm saying read how they do it and then use their technique, whatever they do. But I would say still use the other methods, because this will help you so much more if you can have that emotion in the background. Because at the end of the day, if you don't feel anything when you're writing your story, if you're just writing and you don't feel anything, it's going to show. The reader's going to read it and think, I'm feeling nothing. You want the reader to feel overjoyed, you want the reader to feel pain. Fangirls will know that feels are the worst, but they're a sign of a good story. If people say it's only a good story, I read somewhere, it was on Tumblr I think, it's only a good story if you want to throw the book at the wall, pick it up, say sorry to it and then cry for 86 years. So don't worry guys, feelings are a good thing, but if you do not express your emotions in your writing, it will show and your book will be nowhere near as successful as it should be. So guys, that's my 5 tips. I really hope you enjoyed this video, but yeah, I hope that really helps. Good luck writing some good emotions out there. Don't make too many readers cry or want to kill you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.